If you're a parent that has little children, and especially if you have kids that struggle with mental illness or mental disorders, please watch this video. And also, if you have a child that has struggled with bipolar, please watch this video. I want to share a quick story time on this deliverance that I was doing, that I was helping somebody with, and hopefully this can help you. So this person was being tormented, and I was like, well, you know, I asked the Lord if I should even move forward in prayer, because we're not always ready for deliverance, and sometimes, you know, every battle is not your assignment. So I'd asked the Lord if I should move forward in prayer for this person. So I start praying for this person, and the person is fully manifesting. And at the time, I was not aware that this person had been diagnosed with bipolar. So as they're manifesting, they start speaking about their story. And when you're going through deliverance, the Holy Spirit will help you discern if it's the person or the spirit that's speaking through them, which is why sometimes you'll hear in deliverance, people will ask, you know, the deliverance minister will ask, will that answer stand true to the Holy Spirit? So anyway, the person starts to share their story. And when he was a little boy, he allowed these spirits to come into him. And I said, what? So he said that he was lonely as a child and he did not have friends. So he allowed these spirits to come into him. So there was a conversation. So if you're a parent, maybe you have a child that's speaking to an imaginary friend, and you're like, they've probably named that imaginary friend, and you're like, well, who is this imaginary friend? Or you're not even thinking about it. You're like, okay, it's just a kid. You know, kids have, you know, this vivid imagination. But yeah, so he said that when he was a little boy, he was lonely, he didn't have any friends, and he allowed these beings to come into him. So as he's manifesting, he's speaking about these beings, and he says that there's two of them, a male and a female. So again, I was not aware that this person was diagnosed with bipolar. I was simply there to help and pray for them, and, you know, guide them through their deliverance. So the person says that these beings are not just beings that are tormenting him at this time, they are his spirit guides. So I was like, what? So that's the cunning nature of the enemy. Now, these demons are tormenting this person, and as they're tormenting him, he's still referring to them as